is the comparative degree and the tallest is the superlative degree of comparison. We can use another example here, big, bigger and biggest. So what we can see that in case of positive, comparative and superlative, all the degrees that have been used, they are somehow different from each other. Here we can see another picture. Now in the first one there is a boy and the next to it, it has been written positive degree. In the second picture there is the picture of two boys and one of them have been circled. And here we have written smarter, which means this is the comparative degree because the boy have been compared between two people. On the other hand, in the third picture, we can see that there are three boys and one has been circled, and the adjective that have been used here is smartest. So he is the smartest of the three. That means this person has been compared with others, and for this reason he has been described as the smartest of the three. So this is an example of superlative degree. Now let's have a closer look at positive degree. The positive degree of an adjective is in its base form. The positive degree is used when no comparison is made. So if I'm not comparing anyone to any person and I'm just describing a quality of him, then we are going to use the positive degree. For example, there is a person as you can see here and that person is tall. So one noun, person, thing or place and one quality, that will be positive degree. So we have written John is a man and he is tall. The adjective tall that has been used here, so it is describing just John's quality, not being compared with others. For this reason, tall is the positive degree here. Now the second example, Eiffel Tower is a tall man-made structure. Now Eiffel Tower has not been compared to other structures in this case. For that reason, we have used the positive degree of tall. One quality with one noun, tall adjective is in positive form here. Then what is comparative degree? As we know, the word comparative is coming from comparison. That means there has been something that will be compared with other. The comparative form is used when a comparison is made between two persons or things. Now the word two is very important here. Whenever you're comparing two persons, then we are going to use comparative. It will happen only if the case or the number is 2. For example, she is taller than her sister. So there is a picture where two sisters are standing one next to other. And as you can see that the first person that is standing here, the one she is wearing a red t-shirt, she is taller than her sister. For that reason, since the comparison is made between two persons only, we have used comparative degree here, taller. Then what is superlative degree? The superlative degree is used to show the highest degree of quality when more than two things or two sets of things are compared. So if the comparison is made in more than two persons, it can be 3, it can be 4, it can be among many. In these cases, we are going to use superlative degree. For example, in the picture, we can see that there are 3 cats. The first one, the black one, it has been labeled as fat. The second one is fatter, and the golden cat is labeled as the fattest. So fattest, here this cat, it has been compared with the other 2, and among 3 of them, he is the fattest. For that reason, we have used the superlative degree fattest here. In the second example, thin, thinner, thinnest, we can see a similar kind of situation. There are 3 pencils here, and the third one, it has been compared with more than 2. For that reason, we have used thinnest here. we can form comparative and superlative degree. There is a rule for that. Let's look at them. Now this is the first rule. Most positive adjectives of one syllable take ER and EST to form comparative and superlative degrees respectively. So this is the general rule. If the word is one syllable, that means you can pronounce it at a time, and in that case what you're going to do, you're going to use ER in case of comparative and EST in case of superlative. For example, clever, cleverer, cleverest. So in the positive degree, we can see that the word clever, it can be pronounced at a time. Clever is one syllable word. And for that reason, we have used ER to form the comparative degree and EST to form the superlative degree. There are some other examples as well where you can see the similar kind of formation. Great, greater, greatest, kind, kinder, kindest, small, smaller, smallest, sweet, sweeter, sweetest, tall, taller, tallest, young, younger, youngest. In all these cases, what we have done, the positive degree, the adjective is a one-syllable word, and for that reason, in case of comparative degree, we have used ER. On the other hand, in case of superlative degree, we have used EST at the end. Now let's have a look of the second rule. Adjectives ending in E at R and ST to form comparative and superlative degrees respectively. So if the adjective is ending with E, then what we are going to do, it already has E at the end. For that reason, in this case, we are going to use R only in comparative and ST in superlative because the E has already been there. For example, able, abler, ablest. Brave, braver, bravest. Look at the word brave here. B-R-A-V-E. So it is ending with E. It already has E as in built-in. For that reason, in positive, we have E at the end. In comparative, we have R. And in superlative, we have ST. So remember the rule once again, I'm repeating. If the adjective is ending with E, then we are going to use R in comparative and ST in superlative. There are some other examples that has been given here, as in fine, finer, finest, large, larger, largest, noble, nobler, noblest, white, whiter, whitest, and wise, wiser, wisest. Now let's have a look at the third rule. All adjectives of two syllables ending in LE, Y, ER, and OW generally take ER and EST to form their comparative and superlative forms respectively. So if the adjective is a two-syllable word, that means you are going to pronounce it not once but twice. There will be two segments, and in this case, if the word ends with LY, LE, ER, or OW, then what you're going to do, you're going to use ER in comparative and EST in superlative. For example, simple, simpler, simplest, happy, happier, happiest. Now the word simple, it has ended with LE and it's a two-syllable word, simple. So the first syllable is sim and the second one is po. What we have done here, we have used ER, and in superlative we have used EST. Now the second one, happy, it has ended with Y. So what we have done, we have deleted the Y and we have added IER and IEST at the end. Now the third one, narrow, it is ending with OW. So it's very simple, we have used ER and EST. And the last one, tender, it has ended with ER. Again we have used ER and EST at the end to form comparative and superlative. The next rule is, some positive adjectives take comparative and superlative forms without following the regular norms. So the rules I have shown you previously, they were the general rules, but of course there can be some exceptions, as in these cases: bad, worse, worst, good, better, best, much, more, most. So in some cases, the following adjectives, the positive adjectives, they are not going to follow any regular rule, and in these cases they can be changed taking some other form. For example, good, better, best, they look completely different from each other. We haven't used ER or EST at the end here. Now this is another rule. Adjectives of more than 2 syllables and many of those with 2 form their comparative and superlative degrees by putting more and most before the positive respectively. So in some cases, if the adjective is 2 syllable or it is more than 2 syllable, what we can do, we can use more and most to use make comparative and superlative degree. For example, beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. So beautiful, there are 3 syllables in here. It's a trisyllable word. For that reason, we have used more in comparative and most in superlative. Let's look at the other examples. Difficult, difficult, more difficult, most difficult. Diligent, more diligent, most diligent. Industrious, more industrious, most industrious. Courageous, more courageous, most courageous. Obscure, more obscure, most obscure. So if the syllable is more than 2 or more than 3, then what you are going to do, you are going to use more in comparative and most in superlative. So what we have learned in today's class? We have learned that the positive degree of an adjective in its base form, the positive degree is used when no comparison is made. The comparative form is used when a comparison is made between 2 persons or things, and the superlative degree is used to show the highest degree of quality when more than 2 things or 2 sets of things are compared. Now it's time for homework. This homework can be found in your book at page number 56.
একটা ব্যাটারি লাগবে মোবাইলে কাকাও বলছে সালামদা ফালতে লাগাইছে প্রথমবার যে কিনে আনছে তারপরে কি কাকাও বলছে ব্যাটারি লাগবে আমি ওই গেলে বারবার অন করে লকের প্রবলেম এখন গরম গরম গোড় ব্যাটারি অন্তস্থ 3 তারিখ পর্যন্ত শিউ গয়কার গোড় রাখা
ব্যাটারি ফেলবে কিন্তু ব্যাটারি তো চলতে আছে
কাকাও দিন কি বলছে হ্যাং হয়ে গেলে কি করতে হয় ব্যাটারি চেঞ্জ করে
স্যার স্যারে কই আরে স্যারে বলে কাকাই কইছি কি সার্ভিসিং এ দিত
ব্যাটারি চেঞ্জ করার কথা কইছে
আচ্ছা এটা ব্যাটারি কইলো হ্যাং হয় কি আরে প্রবলেমটা হ্যাঁ লক কোনো সময় লক চায়, কোনো সময় লক চায় না।
বারে বারে দিলে গরম হয়ে যায়, তখন কম করে লকটা বারে বারে
আর 1 ঘন্টা ভালো করে চালাইলে হয় না ঠিক আছে।
এর তো সমস্যা না। এর জন্যই তো বলছি বাবা বাবা সত্যি কিছু তাকে সরাসরি বলছি এটা চেঞ্জ করছি না
একটু দামি মোবাইল দিলে
প্রাইস ছাড়াও চেঞ্জ করছি।
কত ব্যাটারি জিগেছে তুই?
হ্যাঁ একটা ব্যাটারির দাম
দাম হইব আর কত 500
ওই সব
300 400 দেবো। দাও দেখতাছি ব্যাটারির দাম কত।
আমি ভাবছি না।
ও কি তা যা চাইবা তাই দেবে। কি সুন্দর করে বানাই